Welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Got a bit of a pile here. One Macari order. Macari's doing good this month. Really is. Macari order. Cute dress, skirt, shirt. And you got the keyhole with the band neckline. Got that Asian vibe to it, you know. Super cute. So anyways, it's been a little bit since I've recorded. I've had stuff going out, I just haven't had time. Additionally, didn't have anything to talk about. I do have a couple things to talk about. I really should just be getting these packed up and dropped off. But I figured, I'll go ahead and record a video anyways. I'm probably 2 videos behind right now. Eek. But, oh yeah. First thing I want to talk about, because I've mentioned it before, I got a negative feedback. I sent in a feedback revision request. Never heard anything from it, so they closed that. So then I sent off a feedback removal request. And the first one going out on eBay, a repeat customer. This is cute. It's just a little jacket. You can do this like off-center thing. Oh, you can do this cute little vest thing too. I'm digging. Anywho, yeah. So I sent off the feedback removal. I explained to him that this person, because if you don't remember or didn't watch any previous video, I got a negative feedback with him saying, seller, well, they didn't say seller. They said buyer canceled item. I think they forgot they were the buyer, but I'm pretty sure they meant seller canceled the item. I don't remember. I mean, like, I canceled the item, so whether they requested it or not, but they did technically request it because they wanted me to ship it out 2 weeks later. So their feedback was buyer canceled order. I requested she wait to ship it because I was going on vacation. I was like, okay, well, that's actually against eBay policy. So I went in and sent in a feedback revision request. This is going out to Wanda. And here we have kids' clothes. This gives me 80s or 90s vibe. Yeah, 1990. Almost said 1980, even though I was thinking 1990. Love it when my brain does that. 1990. You got this tiered skirt thing going on. I'm telling you. Y2K. Told you 90s. Told you 80s is going to start kind of sneaking in. I think I told you that. Pretty sure I told you that. If I didn't tell you that, I'll tell it to you now. Keep an eye out for 80s. I think a little bit of 80s style is going to be sneaking in here shortly. Anywho. So I sent in a feedback revision request. I did not call eBay. I sent in a feedback revision request on the website. Now, I always do this because A, I hate talking on the phone, but B, eBay has told us they will no longer remove feedback if you call them. Yet everybody's like, I called them and they wouldn't remove the feedback. Well, duh, they told you they wouldn't. Anywho, you know, everybody's always like, oh, eBay will never remove the negative feedback. All the negative feedback I've requested so far, they've removed. Including this one. Let's see here. This is going out to Aaron. And here we have, these are buttons. They're cowboy hats. So cute. Super cute. Anywho, this feedback revision request, I just told him exactly what happened. Seller requested that I ship item late. This would have resulted and a negative on my account. But they've given me negative feedback, which still results in a mark on my account. This isn't fair because I was following eBay policy and they weren't. And like seriously, the same day I got results. I got a message. That's the word I'm looking for. I got a message back with the results of my feedback removal request. And they said, buyer violated policy. We have removed the feedback. So, well, yay. Anywho, I was thinking I was going to say, yeah, like, seriously, do not call them. Use the feedback revision request form on the site. I think every time I watch a YouTuber, if they use that, they have better luck. The vast majority of the time, their feedback is removed. Every time I see somebody call them, they're like, they wouldn't remove my feedback. And that's because they have literally told us not to call them to request feedback revision, you know? Just, like, you know, and I think that's why I think, oh, you've called them, they automatically deny the request just because you called them instead of using the form, you know? And here we have this jacket thing, pants, probably a skirt. Oh, and a separate shirt too. Cool. Nice little basics to have on hand always. So, anyways, that's just, you know, my experience with feedback removal. I've gotten a couple of them. They have been, you know, eBay policy, or somebody sent me one. My item shipped out late. Well, I shipped it on time. The post office got it stuck. So, sent them the form. They said, yeah, you know, them. And, you know, and that's the thing, another thing. You have to contact the buyer first and request from them to change the feedback. If you don't do that, eBay will almost always deny your revision request or your removal request. Revision removal. Goodness, my brain is working tonight, isn't it? Anyways, you have to request it from the buyer first. I do have one negative on my account. I did not bother requesting it be removed because it wasn't technically my fault, but there was stuff going on, like an item hadn't arrived. I contacted USPS, post office, and they told me, no, the buyer, the receiver has to send in, you know, lost mail request. And I was like, okay. Anyways, let's hear. This one's going out to Christina. And here we have, this is cute. They're a little, like, little over thingies. They're made, designed to use, like, the edging of fabric and stuff like that. I looked at this. I found, like, absolutely none sold. So I did not know how this was gonna do. It sold in, like, a month or two, something like that. So, very happy about that. Anywho, with this feedback, so I contacted them, and I was like, something's going on. They're telling me I can't request a lost package. They're saying you have to do it. If you go ahead and do it, it'll put it in motion for them to find the package, and you might get it sooner. I'm talking with them. I'm waiting on a response from them. You know, it's probably going to be like a week before I hear from them, because, you know, that's what it usually takes them. Just gonna sit in there, I think. You know. So, I'm gonna guess she's not much of an online person, because her negative feedback said something along the lines, I had to go to the post office, and I was like, okay. Well, that's a choice, but you didn't have to. But just because the reality is I couldn't do it. It should have been me to send in the lost package, request. It should have been me. Yes, USPS wasn't letting me. There was some sort of glitch in the system. So, it should have been me either way. I don't know. But so I left the negative feedback there, and I commented, I'm sorry about this. This was the situation. I don't know what's going on. I didn't mean to imply that you had to go do this. I suggested it because I wanted you to get your package faster. And I left it at that. It's only like 6 months old, so I've got another 6 months to wait for it to drop off. Let's see here. This one is going out to Rita. And here we have, this is, I think it's the doll and the little mini quilt, doll quilt with it. Anywho, that's been my experience with negative feedback. Told you once, I'll tell you again. First, contact the buyer, request a feedback revision. Second, if they don't do that, then ask eBay. Do not call them. Use the feedback removal request form. So, that's what I'm telling you. Every time I've watched a YouTuber that has used that form, almost always they've had good luck at getting the feedback removed. And every time somebody's called, they don't get the feedback removed. Like every time. And I think it's because they automatically refuse to remove the feedback if you call, because they told us not too long ago, especially with the eBay for Business on Facebook when all that happened, they told us that they're not going to remove feedback if you call them. So, do what they say. Let's see. This one is going out to Mary. And here we got a little country western vibe. You got the vest with the, fluffy lining. Got the skirts and the shirts. This skirt, especially patchwork, do it the right way. You can go with that folksy boho vibe. So, anyways, move on to another topic because I do have something else to talk about. I got a crazy message from somebody on Macari. And I just sat there like, what? Somebody literally contacts me and is like, oh, what was it? No thanks, I don't think I should have to pay extra fees. Please cancel. Well, that makes sense. I don't blame her. There are people that don't want to pay extra fees on Macari. That's a thing. However, she didn't buy anything from me. There was no other messages from her. Additionally, I did not send her an offer on the item. She did not send me an offer on the item. So, I had to respond back, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You didn't purchase this item? So there's nothing to cancel? I understand your, dislike of the fees thing. However, this is not a seller thing. The sellers don't put the fees on. The platform does. So if you would like to express your dislike of the fees, I would suggest you contact Macari and let them know. It's like, again, sorry for the confusion here. Have a good one. And yeah, I have debated blocking her because, I don't know what to do about that. Anyways, this is going out to Mandy. By the way, that said Maddie, not Mandy. Seriously, I should wear my glasses. But I don't like them. They're uncomfortable. What am I doing? Anyways, next one up, more country. Now this one is like pure country. You got the yoke thing going on and everything. So yeah, but I messaged her, like I said, I debated blocking her because it's like, you know, it's just like people like that often like create problems, unfortunately. Now, sometimes it's just somebody that is a little new to the internet and doesn't understand things and was confused by that. Additionally, she doesn't like the fees on Mercari, so I kind of highly doubt she's going to be purchasing anything on Mercari, to be quite honest with you. So, probably not necessary to block her. But, you know, you gotta admit, when you come across those people that do those sorts of things on eBay, they end up being nothing but problems for you. You know, you do everything you know of properly, and they still find fault. Anyways, this is going out to Rose. And here we have a repeat customer. This person got a hold of a couple of jammy patterns. Yeah, both of them are men's and women's, and this one includes children's. Cute, by the way. So, anywho, yeah, that was that experience. Other than that, nothing much going on in the... Oh, I actually do have something else to talk about. Okay, so, you know, I go on auctions and, you know, get bulk lots and stuff like that. One of the places I, quite frankly, used to go was shop Goodwill. This seems like it would be, you know, this is going to be too... It's not going to let it go in far enough to fold over. Anywho, literally the other night, went in, bid on like 5 or 6 things, and bid kind of high, like really kind of high, just because I'm having a hard time getting inventory. It was like very much borderline. If I go any higher, I'm going to start losing money. Or start not making any money, I guess would be more accurate. And when I looked at it later, I had been outbid on all of them. And I mean, the prices on them were insane. I'm like, nobody is buying these and making money off of them. There is no way. When you're spending $4 a pattern, and the average pattern sells for $5 or $6, and you have fees to pay, you're not making any money off that. This is going out to Susan. And here we have another repeat customer. This is cute. You got this. What is this called? Jacket. Coat or jacket. You got the pleat in the back, cropped version with the 3/4 sleeves. Cute, for sure. Anywho, so I was looking at it because, you know, they don't show you the full name of the people that you're bidding against, but it shows you like the first letter and the last letter. Well, I started looking at them, and it's like H ... 1, H ... 2, F ... 2, F ... 3, and I'm like, this isn't making any sense. I'm sorry. The average user doesn't really end their username with a number for starters. Additionally, like, it was all, you know, one right after the other, and I'm like, this ain't right. And I was thinking, is somebody using like a bot on here or something? But again, like I said, the prices they're going for, nobody's making any money off of them at that price. And here we have a cute dress. These Vogue patterns, they're just the pictures on them are horrid, to be honest with you. I'm seeing it better in my camera, though. Cute. Holidays are coming. People are starting to work on their holiday dresses, you know? So, anyways, I was looking at something else. I think I was trying to find out, like, if this was likely a bot and somebody was, you know, going in. But it seemed weird because one person wouldn't be bidding so far higher than, you know, mine. And I was looking at something, and there was an indication that these are actually Goodwill accounts. Like, these are accounts that's made in order for Goodwill to cheat the buyers by upping the price. And so I started looking at some things. I've noticed several of these lots reappearing on Shop Goodwill. I'm like, so this person is buying all of these and not paying for most of them? It just starts looking very fishy to me. Not gonna lie. It's just very, very fishy looking. So, yeah, I'm kind of taking a step back from there. I'm very iffy. It very, very, very much looks like Shop Goodwill is cheating their customers. This is an international order. And here we have a cross-stitch kit. This is cute. Look at the Santa hugging the little girl. Yes, it's counted cross-stitch. Took a little bit lower of an offer than I really would have liked on it. But, you know, making sales are needed. It's still better than the average pattern I sell. Additionally, you know, I would have gotten this for like $1, same as the patterns. Because if you go and try to get a lot of just, you know, just like cross-stitch kits, people literally pay like 10, 20 bucks a piece for them, and the vast majority of them sell for about $7. So, I'm guessing they're not buying them for resale. Who knows, right? So, yeah, anyways, just the thing going on with Goodwill is very confusing. I mean, if any of you have seen something like this and it actually makes some level of sense, you know, let me know. But just from some of the research I did, it very much seems a little sus. Definitely seems a little sus. This is going out to Wendy. Good name, by the way. And here we have last one, people. Last one. It is, I think this is just the pants. Yes. Cute, easy pants. You can do some cute little designs at the bottom, some cuffs and stuff like that. Cute. And they got pockets. Pockets are always a good thing. Women are well aware of this. I actually, fun story from, you know, forever ago, was talking with a guy, and I was complaining that the pockets in my pants were about that deep. He literally shoved his hands into his pockets and had to bend over to hit the bottom, which literally hit his knee. And he's all like, if you're telling designers to make girls' pockets bigger, can you tell them to make guys' pockets smaller? He's like, we don't need these huge ass pockets. I'm like, I kind of agree with you. They can use the fabric and make bigger pockets for us. So, yeah. Just a fun fact about pockets. Well, not fact. Fun, you know, little story, I guess, about pockets. Fun little antidote. That's a good one. We'll go with that. Fun little antidote about pockets. Anyways, that'll be it for this one. Please be sure and do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you feel like it, go ahead and hit the thumbs down. You're just not going to bother me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.